So welcome back students. So in this video we are going to see method of false position, that is third model or third method of false position. So this can also be called as method of false position or method of false position or regular policy method or linear interpolation method or method of cost or method of proportional cost. So this is having many names. So in the exam, whatever the name he will ask, so this is the method 3, that is method of false position. So he may ask method of cost also or method of proportional cost. So this is also very important and very easy method. So this is also based on repeated applications of intermediate value theorem. So we already know about the intermediate value theorem, that is if f of x is continuous on closed interval a b and f of a and f of b have opposite signs, then the root lies between a and b. So this method is used to find the roots between a and b. So we already know that these all the methods are based on intermediate value theorem, and we use these methods to find the root between a and b. So the root of the numerical equation is f of x equal to 0. So the merits and demerits. So these are there are some of the merits and demerits of this. So this method is hard when compared with bisection method. So when compared with bisection method, this is some different. That means some difficult. Why? Because its formula is different based on bisection method. So when compared with bisection method, it is some harder. So this method is also based on intermediate value theorem. We already know that all the problems based on this unit are based on intermediate value theorem. So this method requires starting values a, b, and f of a and f of b values. So in the bisection method, we only need a and b. But in this method, we need a, b values and f of a and f of b value also. So the next, the accuracy of the roots may be different. The accuracy, already we know that accuracy is different. So the formula used to compute the root is not as simple as bisection method. So the formula for bisection method is, we already know that simple x1 equal to a plus b by 2, that is average of two values. But here the formula is different, that means somewhat different. Some is hard, it is a little bit hard when compared with the bisection method. So the iterations or approximations are less when compared with bisection method. So the only merit is we can do little, that means less iterations based on bisection method. That means in less iterations we will get the answer. That means we get the solution. So this is the merit we have to see in this method. So now we are going to see what is the formula. So here the formula for the first approximation or first iteration is x1 equal to a into f of b minus b into f of a by f of b minus f of a. So this is the formula for Newton. This is the formula for method of false position. Very important. So in exam also you will ask what is the formula for method of false position, or he will ask what is the formula for regular falsy method or method of parts or method of proportional parts. Then we have to simply write that x1 equal to a into f of b minus b into f of a by f of b minus f of a. So this is the formula for method of false position. So next we already know that if f of a and f of b less than 0, that means either f of a less than 0 or f of b greater than 0. So if we have done f of a into f of b, that is less than 0, then the root lies between a and b. So here the working rule has given the working rule. The first approximation, we already know that the formula is x1 equal to a into f of b minus b into f of a by f of b minus f of b. If f of x1 equal to 0, then x1 is the root for the given equation and we stop the remaining process. If f of x1 not equal to 0, then two things may be happen, that is either f of x1 is greater than 0 or f of x1 is less than 0, or f of x1 is less than 0 or f of x1 is greater than 0. So anything may happen. So if f of x1 greater than 0, then the root lies between a and x1. So if the root lies between a and x1, then the second approximation can be written as x2 equal to, so this a into f of x1 minus x1 into f of a by f of x1 minus f of. So this is the formula for second approximation. So if the root lies between a and x1, then we have to write like this. And suppose if f of x1 less than 0, then the root lies between x1 and b. Then the second approximation is x2 equal to this x1 into f of b minus b into f of x1 by f of b minus f of x. So this is the same process. We continue the same formula by using the same condition. We continue the same process until the two roots are approximately same. So the roots may be like this. We can get ax1, ax2, ax3, ax4, or x1 b, x2 b, x3 b, x4, and so on. So in this regular falsy method, we find the root of the equation. So here in this method or method of false position, we have to remember that the formula is x1 equal to a into f of b minus b into f of a by f of b minus f of b. So now we are going to see the problems. So here it is the first problem is find a positive root of the equation x cube minus x minus 1 equal to 0 by using method of false equation. So first of all I have to write the given equation. Now I have to put all the values based on starting from 0. So if f of 0 less than 0, f of 1 is less than 0, f of 2 is greater than 0. That means f of a less than 0, f of b greater than 0. Therefore the root lies between 1 and 2. So here I can see that I am having a value is 1, b value is 2. F of a value is minus 1 and f of b value is 5. So I must and should write that values. Why? Because I have to use these values in the approximation formula. So I have written that values here. So next I already know that the first approximation formula is x1 equal to a into f of b minus b into f of a by f of b minus f of b. Now I have to put this value. So in place of a I have to put 1. In place of f of b I have to put 5, f b 2 and f of a minus 1 by f of b minus f of 1. That is 5 minus of minus 1. So I got x1 equal to 1.1667. Now I have to put this value in the given equation. So I got f of x1 less than 0. So if I have less than 0, then what I needed is x greater than 0. So my step in the up step I have f of 2 is greater than 0. So here it is less than 0, here greater than 0. Therefore the root lies between x1 and 2. That is x1 and 2 is b. So therefore the root lies between x1 and 2. So next what I have to do is, while writing the second approximation, I have to write the formula based on this x1 and b. So one is x1 is constant, another one is f of b function of that, and is constant function of that. So similarly x1b means x1 into f of b minus b into f of x1 by f of b minus f of x1. So I got 1.253. So I have to put this value in the given equation. I got less than 0. So f of x2 is less than 0. So I have to go one step where there is greater than 0. So f of 2 is greater than 0. So here is less than 0, greater than 0. Therefore the root lies between x2 and 2. So x2 is 1.253 and 2 is. So that means I have root lies between x2 and b. So next I have to frame the formula based on x2 and b. So x2 into f of b minus b into f of x2 by f of b minus f of x2. So I have 1.293. So I have to see that whether the two values are equal or not. So x2 I am having 1.253 and x3 I am having 1.29. So they are not equal. They are not approximately equal. So I have to go for the other iteration. So I have put this value in the given equation. I got f of x3 is less than 0. So in one step behind I have to see that one f of 2 is greater than 0. Therefore the root lies between x3 and b. That is x3 and b. So next the fourth approximation x4 equal to x3 into f of b minus b into f of x3 by f of b minus f of x3. So I have 1.3113. So f of x4, which is f of x4 is less than 0. So I have to go for one step where is greater than 0. So f of 2 is greater than 0. Therefore the root lies between x4 and b. So next I will go for fifth approximation. I have 1.31. So I will see that I have to see that should not go for the other iteration. Why? Because I can see here x4 and x5 are approximately same. So I should stop the process. So x3 I am having x4 is 1.31 and x4 is also x5 also 1.31. So I should stop the process. Therefore the root for the given equation is 1.31. So this is how we are going to do the problem. So the only thing we have to remember while doing this method of false position is the formula is x1 equal to a into f of b minus b into f of a by f of b on minus f of b. So based on this formula, we have to write all the other formulas and we have to substitute that formulas and we have to see that the consecutive roots are approximately same or not. So this is the method we have to follow while doing the problems. So now I will go for the second problem. So here also he has given find the positive root of x cube minus x minus 4 equal to 0. So I have taken the values of f of 0, I am having less than 0, f of 1 less than 0, f of 2 greater than 0. So f of 1 is less than 0, f of 2 is greater than 0. Therefore the root lies between a and b, that is 1 and 2. So from this I am having a value is 1, b value is 2, f of a value is minus 4 and f of b value is 2. So approximation, the first approximation x1 equal to a into f of b minus b into f of a by f of b minus f of a. So I got 1.666. So now I put this value in the given equation. So f of x1 is less than 0. So I should go one step where there is greater than 0. So f of 2 is greater than 0. Therefore the root lies between x1 and b. So now I have to find the formula based on x1 and b, that is x2 equal to x1 into f of b minus b into f of x1 by f of x1 minus f1. So similarly I have to make the formula based on x1 and b. So one time I have to put x1 and f of b minus b into f of x1 by f of b minus f of x1. So I got 1.780. So this x1 and x2 are not approximately same. So I have to go for the other iteration. So in the third approximation I have 1.7945. So I can see that x3 and x4, x2 and x3 are approximately same. So I have to stop this process. Why? Because these two are approximately same. So I can see that x2 and x3 are approximately same. So by seeing this, we can decide the solution for the given problem. Therefore, the root for the given equation is 1.794. So if you want to continue, you can continue. So the only thing is we get the slight different answer. So which is same as like this. So we should stop the process. If we are having enough time, we can do the many iterations, or we can simply stop the process. So the process is we should do the iterations. Exactly 3 iterations are very much needed for doing these problems. So in bisection method means 5 iterations we have to take. In this method, exactly we have to take 3. After 3 we can take any. That means we can do 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. But 3 must and should we have to take 3 iterations. Only then only we have to decide the answer. So this is the important point we have to remember while doing these problems. So next we are going to see the third problem. Find the positive root of x2 minus 2x minus 5 equal to 0. So I have to, based on the intermediate value theorem, I have to see that f of a is less than 0, f of b is greater than 0. So a value is 2 and b value is 3. F of a is minus 1 and f of b is 16. So the first approximation x1 equal to a into f of b minus b into f of a by f of b minus f of a, I have 2.088. So I have to put this value in the given equation. So I got f of x1 less than 0. I have to go for the one step so that I have to find greater than 0. So here f of 3 is greater than 0. So f of a less than 0, f of b greater than 0. Therefore the root lies between a and b, that is x1 and b. So in the second approximation, I have to make the formula based on x1 and b. So x1 into f of b minus b into f of x1 by f of b minus f of x1. So I got 2.081. So these two are different. So I have to go for the other iteration. So I have taken the third iteration. So third iteration means I have 2.0897. So I can stop the process. Or if I go for the other option, I have gone for the other option also here. So I have gone for the fourth approximation. So 2.09, I have got 2.09. So 2.08 and 2.09 are not far away. They both are same. They both are slight 1.0.01 difference. So it is, if you want, we can stop for these 3 iterations, or we can continue for fourth. So I have continued for fourth iteration, and exactly I have gone for the fifth iteration. Then all these two values are same. So I can see that fourth and fifth iterations are same. So I have to stop the process. So I have the answer 2.093. So for this problem, I can stop the process by third iteration also. Why? Because the answer is 2.08. And I have gone for the fourth to fifth, I got 2.09. So I can see that 2.08 and 2.09, they both are slight difference. There is slight difference between, that is a 0.01 difference. So that is not a total, that is not a more difference. So if you want, you can stop there also, or if you want, you can continue. So therefore the root for the given equation is 2.0939 or 2.08. So this is the problem on third problem on method of falsification. So the fourth problem. So this is a transcendental equation. Already I have done this problem in the first model bisection method. So similarly x1 I have 2.7210 f of x1. So less than 0. How to go for greater than 0, f of 3 greater than 0. Root lies between x1 and b. So second approximation is x1 and b. So x1 into f of b minus b into f of x1 by f of b minus x of x1. So 2.7408. So I will go for the third approximation. So from this I can observe that x2 and x3 are approximately same. So I have to stop the process. So therefore the root for the given equation is 2.740. So no problem is completed. So similarly I have done the fifth problem based on this. So here also here he has given x minus cos x equal to 0. So f of a less than 0, f of b greater than 0, root lies between a and b. The first approximation is x1 equal to a into f of b minus b into f of a by f of b minus f of b. So less than 0, I have to go for greater than 0, f of 1 greater than 0. Root lies between x1 and b. So based on x1 and b, I have to frame a formula for second approximation. That is x2 equal to x1 into f of b minus b into f of x1 by f of b minus f of x1. So f of x2 is less than 0. So I have to go for greater than 0. So in one step I have to go for one step, there is f of 1 is greater than 0. So therefore the root lies between 0.7363 and 1. So I will go for the third approximation. Here also it is having 0.7390. So I can see that both x2 and x3 are approximately same. So therefore the root for the given equation is 0.7390. So I have to stop the process. So these are the problems on method of false position. So here I have given some problems for homework, so you can practice these problems, and if you are having any doubt you can ask me. So I have given the answers also here.